Baseball season barely underway at Mississippi State, and already major shockwaves through one of the nation's leading programs. The resignation, we'll call it, of Andy Cannizaro as head baseball coach after one full season and 1 weekend, Steve. Mississippi State confirmed it this morning, but last night we had the story out there that for reasons with cause, he will be leaving his position, which has now indeed been proven true.
It's true, David, and it's a sad day in Mississippi State athletics history. It's one of those things, too, with baseball kind of being the crown jewel of the athletics crown here in Starkville. It's something that people take a lot of pride in, and this is certainly not the way we expected the Andy Cannizaro era to end. We thought it would be 20 years from now and multiple national championships under our belt, and then here we are now having to deal with this kind of an unsavory topic, David.
Very, and we're not going to get into details on it because, again, even though we have reason to believe we know much of the factors, we do not claim to know all the reasons behind it. And you kind of skirt some very personal and perhaps even legal issues in getting specifics. All we know at this point is that Andy Cannizaro is indeed leaving. Coach Gary Henderson, who was hired by John Cohen, that needs noting. He was selected by John Cohen as pitching coach and then retained by Cannizaro both for the first season and for this season, will take over as interim coach for the remainder of the 2018 season. Where this leaves the Diamond Dogs, they were getting ready to leave tomorrow to start a multi-game, multi-day road trip. We'll not be in town, so we'll have very little chance to talk about it. The athletic administration and university administration are out of town today, so all we have is the official announcement. But Steve, this has come as a great shockwave. Again, one of the proudest programs in the country, losing one of the hottest young coaches in the country.
No doubt about it, David. And you mentioned the team being out of town. That might be just what the doctor ordered, to kind of get away and just have this us against the world mentality and just kind of bunker down and get away from campus for a while and then have an opportunity to kind of talk among themselves and sort this thing out. But yet, David, it is something, it's a day we never foresaw. And then yesterday afternoon, we started getting tips and inquiries and things like that and begin to make phone calls and inquiries of our own, and we find out that there is a little fire to the smoke. And sadly, for Mississippi State fans, it leads to the termination or the resignation of Andy Cannizaro.
And we are indeed calling it a resignation. Of course, as we quoted in our story last night, we do believe from excellent sources that it is with cause, that there was reason for the dismissal to take place, but gracefully a way has been worked out with Mississippi State and Andy Cannizaro to make this a resignation, which saves a lot of face all around and certainly makes it easier because nobody wishes Cannizaro any ill will. He was great for the Bulldogs in his 1 year here. He took them to a regional championship. He was 4-0 in the rivalry game with Ole Miss. He had a lot of energy back in the program, has brought in a lot of good recruits, but now a lot of questions remain, which hopefully to the athletic director John Cohen about A, where he plans to go in the long-term search, and B, what happens with the status of, say, signed players or underclassmen players for 2018-2019.
It's true, David, and those are questions that fans are interested in, and hopefully we'll have that information for them sooner rather than later.
So Mississippi State tomorrow, Jackson State, 6 o'clock, Gary Henderson head coach. But for now, the topic, Andy Cannizaro is out as Diamond Dog coach, 17th in the program history. This program will be updating as we find new information to go along with. For Gene Swidzall, for Steve Robertson, this is David Murray of Gene's Page 24/7.